Hello everybody, MD Polo here at Range USA in Carmel, Indiana, in a rare occasion where the range is all to myself. So finally, you get to hear me when I'm over here at the range. And today I'm shooting the new release from Springfield, and this is the Echelon. So no, Springfield didn't send this to me. Apparently I'm a persona non grata at Springfield. I don't know why. They sent me the Hellcat a long time ago when the Hellcat first came out, and I did several videos with the Hellcat comparing it to many other guns, and they actually did pretty well. Hundreds of thousands of views on combined with those videos. And after that, they won't even return my calls. They won't return my emails. They won't return my Instagram messages. So I guess they didn't like it that I told the truth. Regardless of whether they send me a gun or not, I said exactly what I thought about it, and I told the truth. And so apparently they don't like that. I don't care. But there's been so much talk about the Echelon that I wanted to give it a try. Now, this is not mine. This is on loan from Range USA here in Carmel, Indiana. It's their range gun. I'm going to just put through mags through it, get a feel for it, and tell you what my first impression is. We're going to shoot 115 grain of MagTech. And before I do that, it would be a great idea to put my ears on. It's amazing how that goes away when you're the only one at the range. All right, now I got my ears on. We're going to take some first shots through the Echelon. Don't know at all if it shoots point of impact, if it shoots 6 o'clock hold. So we're going to find out. Oh, that was left on me. That was in the same hole. That was high right. Very short reset. Good trigger though. That's me again. Wow. Never been a fan of this U-notch in the back. Same sights as the Hellcat. There you go. Got 17 rounds loaded on this mag. And that was it. We're safe. And as always, let me turn you around. I'm only 7 yards out. So that's what I did with the Echelon. First mag. All right, let's send it out again. That's almost at 10 yards out there. This is what the range looks like. Just a fantastic range here at Range USA. Got 21 bays. That's the entrance. That's our range officer, Jeff, over there. Say hi, Jeff. So fantastic facility here. And let me turn you around and put another mag through this. Echelon feels very good. Great texture. We'll talk about it more over at the tabletop. But I've not been a fan of the U-notch of the Hellcat, and that's exactly what you've got here. Thankfully, there are some choices. I got 16 rounds loaded on this one. That's why you wear eye protection, kids. Picking up the pace a little bit. The group is opening up some. That's it, we're safe. Gun's empty. We'll talk about it at the tabletop. You can see the two mags that it comes with it, the flush fit and the extended. Very controllable, very, very controllable. I would venture to say that it's a softer shooter than a Glock 17 or a SIG P320. But that is the two mags, one with 17 rounds, the other one with 16 rounds. It chewed up this part pretty well, and it started to open up a bit when I increased the firing speed, the cadence on the gun. But for first shots, first mags, not bad at all. The grip reminds me quite a bit of the Hellcat. And if you recall on my Hellcat videos, it had that squarish angle right here on the grip that kind of bothered my hand right here as it hit. It reminds me a little bit of it, but it wasn't as bad as the Hellcat. So that is the first shots through it. Now let's go to the tabletop. Welcome back. We're back from the range, and we're still at Range USA, so you may hear some talking on the background, maybe some shooting, and if you do, my apologies for that. Also, the lighting is not optimal here, so I'll do my best, so your patience is appreciated as far as the the focus catching up and things like that. But now we have the Springfield Echelon as you get it. The one we fired just right now was from the range gun, and now we have a new one in the box. And we're not going to do a huge unboxing, but this is what you get, a regular cardboard box that Springfield has been doing for quite some time now. And inside, you're going to get a range sleeve. You're going to get a range bag with the gun inside of it. Underneath it, you're going to get an envelope with the paperwork that you need. And then you fold this up, and inside with the Echelon, you get quite a bit of goodies as well. You get, as I mentioned, two mags, 17+1 capacity and 20+1 capacity. The 17+1 capacity is in the gun right now, and it is flush. It doesn't have this extension as you see in this one, but in case you wanted to make both of your mags 20+1, then they give you an extra extended base pad. So you can replace the one that is in the gun, that is the flush fit 17, and now you can turn them into two 20+1 mags. So that I thought was pretty cool from Springfield. They give you that, and they give you the replacement for the spring, so you can change it. The other thing they give you is they give you two back straps. So, and we'll go through the differences in the grips that are available, the grip modules. But you get two extra back straps. The medium comes attached with the gun. And here you got a small and a large. And all three of them have this armor's tool at the end. So you can take down the gun with, the whole gun can be taken down just with this. So I thought that was pretty cool as well from Springfield. And as I mentioned in the intro, in the range footage, for some reason, Springfield doesn't like me. I don't know, they don't like me because I'm honest in what I tell you, and I didn't like the Hellcat. So they did not send me this, and this is not my gun. This is on loan from Range USA. I'm filming at their location. So as soon as I'm done with the video, I'm either gonna buy it or I'm gonna give it back to them. But I'm not on the payroll of Springfield, and as always, you're gonna get my honest opinion here. So here we have the Echelon, and there's a lot to say about this gun, so I wrote some notes. So I beg your patience if I stop for a second and just catch up on my notes. But the gun is safe. You can see there's nothing in the chamber, and you're gonna see there's the mag, but everything's empty. And since the mag is out, I'm gonna start talking about it. You can see both mags, the 17+1, as you see it, it comes flush fit, and we got, with the extended base pad, you got 20+1. We put the extended one in, and that's what it looks like. So this gun has a lot of features. I just finished filming the Walther P99AS, and that's why you see me reaching for the mag release right here, because that's where it is. It's a paddle release down here in the trigger guard. So that's why you see me doing that. But let's start at the top of my notes. So new release from Springfield, 9mm, optics ready, duty size pistol. And this is not made by Springfield here in the US. This is made in Croatia, but by HS Product, however you want to say it. So that's a company in Croatia that not only has made several guns for Springfield, but it has an enormous amount of experience in manufacturing military style and military grade weapons, also specifically for militaries, so not just for the civilian market. So it's a very nice offering, and it comes with two mags, like I said, 17+1, 20+1. You can get it in two different sizes. You can get it with a 4.5-inch barrel or a 5.28-inch barrel. The barrel on both models is hammer forged with a melanite coating. Let the focus catch up a little bit. And if you want, you can also get, from Springfield, you can buy a threaded barrel if that's what you wish to do. If you want to run either a compensator, or a suppressor, whatever you're into for that. Looking back at the mags are very high quality. They work very well at the range, and they are for sale. They are for sale at the Springfield website, and they're going to cost you about $50 each. Another nice thing that Springfield did is when you go, let me close this and spin it around so you can see it while I speak. Normally when you get a new offering from a gun manufacturer, it takes some time for the aftermarket to catch up, so you can get holsters, you can get, base pads, where you can get, just accessories for or upgrading your gun. And the nice thing that Springfield did is they already had all of that ready at the time of launch. So if you go to the website, you'll find holsters for it, you'll find different base pads for your mags. I mean, a lot of things that you would think about, oh, I need this or I need that, it's already on Springfield's website. So you can just go there and just get whatever you need to get going with your new Echelon. Now, depending on where you are, the Echelon is retailing for about $650. Now, it depends on a couple of things. It depends on, well, both sides, the 4.5-inch and the 5.28-inch are the same price. What's going to make the difference are the sights. And as you can see here, this has the U-notch sight like the Hellcat. Not a fan of that. And when I shot it, I don't know if you saw it, but all my groupings were high. And this is not a 6 o'clock hold, at least not for me. It was below a 6 o'clock hold. So that's what it is. You got the front tritium, just like the Hellcat, with a U-notch, but you can also buy it with 3-dot sight system that is 100% tritium. So you got 2 tritium dots in the back and 1 in the front. That would be my sights of preference. And if you're going to get the threaded barrel, you can also purchase from Springfield the suppressor height sights that are also night sights. So which sight system you choose is going to increase the price of the Echelon. But for the base model with the U-notch sight, you're looking at about $650. Now, starting at this slide, you're looking at a stainless steel slide. It's got amazing serrations. I really mean that. They call it trench serrations. And as you can see here, if the light will cooperate, The serrations are very nice, but they are cut in an angle. They start thicker up here, and the slide on the top gets thinner as it gets closer to the middle of the gun, to the ejection port. Okay, and what that does is it creates this ledge. Let the focus catch up. It creates this ledge right here, where if you're a press checker from the front, it actually gives you a ledge to hold and push. And that's just a fantastic idea. Come on, focus. Sorry about this, guys. I think there it is. Okay, so you can see it, that ledge right there. The serrations are very, very positive. They're not going to cut you, but they're definitely not going to slip. Now, if you go towards the back, you also have the serrations. And you have another ledge. I'm not pointing the gun at myself, don't worry about it. You see that right here? Kind of like an HK. And if you give me a minute, actually, I just remembered that I might have an HK with me. All right, not very professional here, but I do have an HK with me, and it is safe. You can see they have the cocking ears in the back, right here. But with the HK, it's not that it's an afterthought. You can see it right there, but they are polymer. You can remove the sight, and then they come out. If you don't want them, you can replace them if they break. But it is kind of a, well, it is a separate part. With the Echelon, it is milled into the slide. It's part of the slide. It's not a separate part whatsoever. So it's like taking the idea of HK and upping it up a notch. So you got that ledge here to press check or pull the slide back, charge the slide, and you have another one here. Just very, very well done. We already spoke about the sights. Another thing that has been very impressive about this is the optics mounting system. It is optics ready. We seem to be getting better light if I face it this way. So you got the plate, it is optics ready. But once you remove the plate, it's got a revolutionary and actually patent pending design where you can mount up to 30 different types of optics onto the Echelon, and it uses pins. So it's something very different. It uses pins to hold it in place. They call it the VIS, the Variable Interface System. And it uses direct mounting self-locking pins, and they come in the box with it. And it comes with an instruction page where, depending on the red dot you want to use, it tells you which pins and where to put them. So then it locks, you screw your optic onto direct mount onto the slide, no plates needed. And it is not only a very low mounted red dot, and the sights that come with it will co-witness automatically. It's going to be like a very nice, let's see if I can do this. It's going to be a very nice low mount co-witness with the original sights. Very well thought. A lot of thought went into this gun. The controls are fully ambi. You can see here, you've got your mag release that has the ledge here to protect it. So you're not going to hit this by mistake, and you've got it on both sides. It works very nice. Even upside down, it's gonna pop it up nice, but this mag just flies out of there, and you can use it on both sides for you lefties. And it's got the same protector on the right-hand side. Looking at the frame, of course, it's a polymer frame. It's got a 4-slot pick rail, so you got plenty of room to put anything you'd like, any lights, lasers, blenders, whatever you want to hang off the front of your gun. So it does a very good job there. And it's got an oversized trigger guard. If you have big fingers, if you got gloves, you're not going to have any problem using it there. And it's got a double undercut. It's undercut here, plus, flip it this way, we're getting better light over here. So you got undercut here, you got undercut here, and it's textured under the trigger guard. It's also textured in the front of the trigger guard. So in this gun, you got texture everywhere, and that's very nice. Now the texture that you see on the grip and that you see it up here in the upper part, and like I said, here and here, it's the same texture. I believe they call it adaptive texture technology, something like that. It's the same texture that you're going to see on the Hellcat and in the Hellcat Pro. But with Springfield, they put it everywhere. And one of my biggest complaints in some of the other guns is that you don't have any texture here. You get some down here, but nothing up here. They're just totally naked on top. No, that didn't sound right. But you know what I mean. And you got no texture where you need it. Another thing that is very unusual is, I already mentioned to you that they have the back straps. Small, medium, and large, ships with a medium, and the backstrap has the armor's tool already built into it. Well, also, you can have a small, medium, or large grip module. Just like you can buy a grip module from Wilson Combat for your P320, or you can buy them from SIG for the P320. With Springfield, you can also buy a grip module that can be a small, medium, or large. So think about it. Small, medium, or large, you can customize that. And within those 3 choices, you also can change the back straps, small, medium, or large. So you have a lot of choices on how you can customize your grip module. And if you go to the Springfield website, you can buy it for $65, at least at the time of filming this. So a lot of choices, and how you can do that and why you can buy different grip modules is because the trigger uses a chassis system, very similar to the SIG P320, and they call it the COG, C-O-G, Central Operating Group. Central Operation Group. And it's very similar, it follows the idea of the chassis system on the P320 or a dropping trigger from an AR-15. So your serialized part, you're going to see it in the window there. There's a window, and inside of the window you can see the serialized number right there because it's in the chassis. So you change your grip module, you just take the chassis out, drop it into your new one, and off you go. So this gun is just absolutely packed with features for, the price for $650 here. It's just packed full of features. This COG system is patent pending. So they got patent pending designs on the optics mounting and on the trigger system. The grip angle is very much like a 1911. It does not have the big Glock hump in the back. So it's very natural pointing and very comfortable. For me, it was very comfortable. And I told you, I did not like the Hellcat. I did not like the Hellcat Pro. I really liked this. And I'm not just saying that because I want Springfield to like me. I don't care what they like, what they do. And I think I've made that pretty obvious. The COG system inside is all stainless steel and it's highly polished. And at least in the 2 samples that I've tried today, the one in the range counter gun, and this one, they've been pulling between 5 and 5.5 pounds. The trigger does have the safety dingus here in the middle, but it goes, once you press it, it is completely flush with the gun, and I really like that. Let's see if we can get a little better light on this side. So it really disappears in, and then there's your wall. There's your take up, minimal wall, and instant brake. I'm not used to doing this left-handed, and then the reset there, and then you're instantly at the wall. You see, I'm already meeting resistance. Brake. charge it. Come on, focus. There you go. It's not going to be as smooth as a Walther PDP trigger or a Canic Rival, but it's a very, very good trigger. I have no complaints on it whatsoever. So between the very comfortable trigger with the texture everywhere on this gun, the ability to put accessories, you can also see that they put landing pads. Let's see if the light will see it and we'll take it. You can see the angle, so they're flared out a little bit. There you go, maybe that'll give you a better idea. They're flared out a little bit on both sides. There you go. So you can put your finger in wherever your finger, if you got longer finger, shorter finger, you're gonna have a landing pad with texture. So overall, I think they did a fantastic job. And I'm already starting to run a little bit long on the video, but I wanted to show you a size comparison, a brief size comparison. Just remove the mag. And I have a cleared, it's a Glock 17 Gen 5. So I just wanted to give you a brief size comparison between the two. And as you can see, they're almost identical in every way. I don't want to scratch them. But they're almost identical. The Echelon and the Glock are almost identical in every single way. With a Glock, of course, you get the 17 round mags. With the Echelon, you get the 17 plus the 17 and the 21 and the 20 round. So there it is, the Echelon. Anything I don't like about it, my experience with it has been very limited. I just wanted to do this first impressions for you guys. This is a gun that has been everywhere, but seems like Springfield sent it to everybody. The Glock comes in at $600 locally, and the Echelon comes in at $650 locally. So, you know, pick your poison. Would you pick the Glock or would you pick the Springfield? I'd like to know that in the comment section, see what you guys think. The video is running long. The only other thing that I've heard about the Echelon is that, and I've heard a lot about it here in the Midwest, is I don't know if at the factory they just forgot to put Loctite on the screw, on the plate, on the screws that hold the optics plate on it, but they've been flying off. That's the only thing that I've heard. So they just took them off the counter, the range counters, and put some Loctite on it, and the problem has been fixed. And I don't know how prevalent that is and if it's happening in other locations as well, but just locally, that's the experience they've had here, is with the optics cover plates flying off because of no Loctite on the screws. But other than that, I haven't heard any problems, any issues with this gun, and I'm very impressed. I really like this. I would be curious to shoot the model with the 3-dot sights versus the U-notch and see if my groups get a little bit better, and if I don't shoot as high as I was with this one. But that's it for the Springfield Echelon. Once again, thank you so much to Range USA for allowing me to shoot here and to bring you this gun. And I look forward to your comments below. That's my favorite part of doing the channel. And as always, please remember that I upload videos every Friday morning and when I can on Wednesdays as well. Please check your subscription and your notification bell, because YouTube has been unsubscribing people. And so if you don't check, you may think you're subscribed, but you're actually not, thanks to YouTube. Thank you very much for stopping by, and until the next time, God bless.